Welcome, everybody, to a brand new episode of SEN live here on a Tuesday morning in this lovely country in 2020. So much happening going on in the world, so much we're going to cover today. Unfortunately, the sad passing of Rob Reiner. We got some Ozarks news. We got so much entertainment news we're going to cover and talk about here on the show. We're going to pick up your spirits here on this lovely Tuesday morning. We know what it's like to get up on a Tuesday, so we want to help you start your day. I'm joined by a cavalcade of stars from the world of entertainment. I'm going to start over here to my left, and that is Roxy Striar. How are you, Roxy?
Did you refer to it as a lovely country? Is that how we open?
No. I said it's a lovely morning.
I think you said it was a lovely country.
I'm trying to stay positive.
It is. It is such a lovely day. I look around and everything's perfect. So
that's right. It's good to go. As Bill Withers said, a lovely day. And right down below me, black men are beautiful. What does it say down there?
Black men are dope. First
Black men are dope. Winston Marshall, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. We got the club going up on a Tuesday. Rocha in that suit wasn't Tuesday. Good going up. Yo, y'all gotta, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all got to see this episode of Game Time. We just literally roasted each other for like 30 minutes.
It was mind-blowing. Yeah. It's on the Outlaw Nation channel if you want to watch it. Me, Winston, and Jay bringing up old pictures of ourselves from high school to kind of match Cam Newton's fashion sense now that he's going to New England. So definitely enjoy that. Go watch it after you're done with this one. Brett Sheridan, how are you, my man?
Hey, I'm here. We did it. We woke up another day.
I'm so envious of you, man. You can wear V-neck t-shirts. I cannot wear V-neck. I don't have a chest to wear that. So I respect men who do have a chest to wear V-neck.
Do some push-ups? I don't know what to
tell you. No, it's just weird. The way my torso is built, the V-neck doesn't work.
Well, I was always told when, in acting-wise, when you get headshots to wear a V-neck, so then I kind of got into it also because they're $5 at JCPenney on a given.
Yes. Wait, you get the Arizona ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro. I'm right there with you, man. Come on.
I bought 12 different colors last time.
It felt like a backhanded compliment. I don't know why. The way you said it, John, was like,
me?
No,
not at all.
Look at you in your T-shirt, Brett. Good.
Wow. I think Roxy's looking for offense today, so I'll be the target for you.
Roxy's offended by my breasts.
Thank you.
Men have boobs too, Roxy.
I'm sorry.
Stop shaming me.
Yeah.
Pick
on the white man for once, Roxy. All right, let's move on to some news stuff, and we'll have Ben Goddard here in just a second. All right, we have RB3 on audio, right? RB, is it you down there? Are you with us? Yeah.
Yes, I am. I am here, guys. I'm just behind the scenes. There's a couple of things happening right now, but instead of my beautiful face, you can see the beautiful face of Ben Goddard entering the room right now. What's up?
Oh yeah, there he is. There he is. Fresh off his Cheerios. He's got his drink in him now. He's ready to go. His energy drink. What's up, guys?
I didn't give him time to put his blue lights on. He can't.
Oh, that's right.
He's not the bandit right now. He's just Ben Goddard right now. What?
Wait, but it's really smart that in his lower third he puts his hand, the actual website for his.
No. I normally do that, but I use Zoom for regular purposes, not just out here in these streets. So I gotta
No, that's smart. I gotta get on.
It doesn't even show up on the actual show though. Like I'm looking at it right now. So
there it is. It shows up when you talk. It shows up when you talk.
When I talk?
Yeah, when you talk, it shows up.
So and John, also, shut up. I need to advertise.
John, you should pull that up before and just pause it so that you know where people, because you're like, and below me is Roxy, and she's already nope, she's over. I'm next to you.
Nope. All of that. We're going to get into a bunch of news here today, and of course, I'm repping my Liverpool fresh off their victory. We didn't cover it on Game Time, but I thought I'd go show out for people who are Liverpool fans who occasionally send in Superchats and Streamlabs and SCHMOEBOTS. By the way, we are turning on the SCHMOEBOT from the beginning. The SCHMOEBOT is going to run throughout the show, so we are going to have that on the rest of the entire show. So some of us will be interrupted, some of your questions will be interrupted. That's the way it's going to go for the rest of the show. We're going to try this out, but send in your super chats, send in your Streamlabs as well as we talk about everything to get the point of views from Roxy Striar and Winston Marshall, who were not on yesterday and are on today. So you want to hear their thoughts on things that we're talking about. So get on top of all of that, and also we are streaming live apparently now on. Is it Periscope? Is that what it is? And Facebook?
Yes, old man. Yes.
Is that correct?
Periscope and Facebook.
Oh, listen, I got them all alphabetically in my head.
We're streaming from a submarine? What's going on?
What are you kids doing now? Get out of the water. Get out of the water.
If I can't get this on my Victrola, I don't want to watch it at all.
By the way, can I proudly show what I added to my studios right there? My Logan poster.
Yeah.
My Logan poster. Nice.
Nice.
Camera doesn't go that high, but that's
That's a
I'm
good
very proud of that
poster.
poster.
Just in general, that's a well-designed poster.
Right? I knew it had to be the first thing. And then I just bought the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back one off Bottleneck Gallery. That one that was sweeping social media. Everybody was in love with that one. I just got it. So that'll be the next thing I add up whenever it gets here in like 2 months. But I'm very happy to finally be decorating the walls of this place. Anyway, Ben, what's our first news story we got today?
You know what? We haven't talked about it in a while. Falcon Winter Soldier, Anthony Mackie came out and said it plays out like a 6-hour movie. Quote, we're shooting it exactly like a movie. Everybody who worked on TV before was like, I've never worked on a TV show like this. The way in which we were shooting, it feels exactly like we were shooting the movie, just cut up into the show. So instead of a 2-hour movie, a 6 or 8 hour movie, end quote. So I feel like so many TV shows say this nowadays. It's just one long movie. You know, Watchmen is a perfect example from HBO. So how do we feel about this? Because these Marvel shows are going to have these movie budgets, the same cast, the same type of CGI and set design and production quality. So how do we feel about the story now officially being called a movie by one of its actors?
Yeah, Rox, you cover the TV talk. What do you feel about this? I mean, a lot of these TV shows have felt like movies already recently.
Yeah, well, it's a quote we hear very often. It's really more like a movie. But I actually don't even know that I know what that means anymore, because anything that has a big budget that is on television now being compared to as a movie, it's actually just kind of what TV is in 2020. I'm assuming they're also talking about the flow of things. Obviously, you're not going to take a sitcom and be like, this is just like a movie, when it's something that's episodic. You can pop in whenever you want. But any TV show, any HBO TV show at this point has been like a movie. The Disney Mandalorian, kind of like a movie, you know? So I guess all I take from that is we're putting a lot of time, energy, money, and there's going to be a very clear through line.
Yeah. Winston, what do you got?
I mean, look, man. All right. Roxy just said it. You know what I'm saying?
One more time.
Look, man. Look, man. Tell you something, man. Like, real quick, man. You know, first of all, man, you already got the Mandalorian, man. Like she said, that's already kind of like a movie, man. Now you got Game of Thrones, man, and that's essentially like movies right there. It's the same thing, man. Anthony Mackie don't be saying stuff that's like fresh and original, man. He be saying stuff that people already know, man.
Winston, quick question. What state has the capital city of Rhode Island?
What, mine?
I'm here all week.
State. Wait, that's a state. Isn't that a state, Roxy? Tell them.
What? Oh, first of all, if you're gonna play it like that, what state has the capital city of Rhode Island? Rhode Island, the state?
No.
Also, isn't it Providence, man?
Right?
Rhode Island is a state.
Rhode Island's a state, man.
I just woke up, so.
Where are my New Englanders? Ooh, but John, I like what you
I
did.
thought I had that. That's why I took my time and I was like, nope, I still got it wrong.
I was like, these two youngins making fun of me not knowing Periscope. They don't even know where they are in the country.
John,
I do,
my
Mike.
heat and you directed it towards Ben because this New Englander is confused. Oh my.
OMG.
Oh my.
Nah, don't worry, man. I know where I'm at, man. I'm over here in Los Angeles.
Thank you, guys.
Like clerks over here. How are we supposed to come in today?
My bad, guys. We had a SCHMOEBOT. Did y'all not hear that come in? Or?
No,
we did not.
Okay,
play
let me
it?
try it one more time. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, remember the Streamlabs, the Superchats, and SCHMOEBOT are on. Send them in. If you like this crew, you like us coming back, send your stuff in to support us coming back every week.
Yeah, y'all keep talking. I'll replay. I'll tell y'all when I replay.
No, I think we should just pause. That's good podcasting. Just pause and stare like we're staring at RB3 waiting.
What's your answer,
Play it
smartass?
now!
What's your answer, smartass? Do you want to hear? Do you want to see a 6-hour movie?
I like the. I mean, again, it's like Winston said. I mean, they're all calling it now. Mandalorian, everything. It's all, you know, a 6-hour movie. I don't know how that changes anything, you know, in how I'm going to view it. If it looks like a 6-hour movie and it turns out as well as a 6-hour movie that it can hold my attention for 6 hours, then yeah, you can call it a 6-hour movie, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like the natural progression of things is we become more of a binging society. That the way the approaching TV shows is different than the way they approached it like 5 years ago. Even they know that this has to be one all consumable product, that you can do it all in an afternoon or in a day if you wanted to. So it has to feel that way, and maybe they walk away from those cliffhanger ending of episodes and just kind of slide into the next one, slide into, to leave you in a feeling of like you want to see more, but you don't necessarily
Carl
have to,
Reiner
be
in the summer
continued
movie
on next
season.
week's blah blah blah. You're just pouring through it.
I just don't appreciate people like trying to serve me the same shit I've been served forever and tell me it's something brand new. Because again, I think about just even a Marvel example, the Marvel Netflix shows.
Yeah.
They were all set up, but they were individual episodes that still felt, like you said, like a movie. So for Anthony Mackie to say some shit that we already know, I'm like, did you just have a long day? Did anyone prep you beforehand? Like, where's this hot take that's actually a cold brew? I don't understand.
Oh, there you go.
In all clearness, though, like just to completely clarify, I am stoked for this.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
And I
hell
think
yeah.
we all
That's
are,
not a
like,
question.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. But the terminology, it's like a 6-hour movie, neither got me more nor less excited. It really didn't move the needle in any direction.
It just made me petty because it reminds me of when John Madden would be like, yeah, you know, to win the football game, you're going to want to have the most points. Like, okay, cool. Thanks,
He
Madden.
went straight booger with this analysis right here.
It's the team that scores the most points is going to win the game, Pat. I think I've got that from inside intel information that they're going to do it. Boom, right there. Boom. Yeah, that's a fair point. But I mean, what Anthony Mackie said though is that they're shooting it like a movie, so it'll be cut into shows.
Samir donated $25. The
Oh,
roast
thank you,
of
Samir.
Rocha and Jay and Winston yesterday on Game Time was freaking hilarious.
Yep.
OMG. So many jokes coming in hard and fast. Thank you guys. I needed a smoke break afterward.
God damn.
Lawrence Lees donated $20. Shout out to you all. R.I.P. Carl Reiner in the summer movie season.
There you go.
Wow, that's
there you go.
yikes. Okay.
Fair point. Yeah, and we'll touch on that in a little bit. But yeah, it's certainly, I like that. So it'll be cut into hour-long episodes, or whatever they're going to do in post. So maybe that's what he's clarifying here. It's being shot like a movie, but they're going to edit it in post to cut it up into actual episodes. Whereas they would just shoot an episode, stop, set all, and then come back and shoot another
But
episode.
not
I think that's
really,
what he's saying.
Not really anymore. Like,
Yeah?
John, you know, a lot of TV shows now are not shot sequentially. A lot of TV shows, especially
very
like
true.
Netflix shows, you know,
Yeah.
they'll shoot
Yeah.
episode 3, 4, 7 first, and then
Yeah.
1, 2, 9. Like so kind of similar to a movie. But I guess a lot of people might not be aware of that, and it's not all shows. So maybe he was just trying to say, get excited. This is
I guess
And I
so.
mean, I don't blame him for that, because I feel like it has kind of left the consciousness of people, you know, obviously with everything getting
Right.
shut down. Mandalorian season 2 is going to be the next big thing on Disney Plus. So I don't blame him for kind of trying to hype up his own show and be like, hey, like, remember us guys, like we were the best part of that, you know, 30-second collaborative trailer. So don't forget. But yeah, it is kind of a tired statement. Just like, you're making it a good TV show. It can be. It doesn't have to be a 6-hour movie. Like,
Well,
and
Snyder's.
then-
It's okay, Brett.
Sorry, Rogue, but you said something about like it not being cliffhangery, but I'm guessing that, I mean, doesn't everybody kind of use that to get you to just bang through them? Or, you know, I mean, do you think it will still be cut in a cliffhangery sense? The Mandalorian made me wanting more, but I couldn't get to it. You know?
Mandalorian was rarely cliffhangery at the end of their episodes. It was more like, okay, what's next? You know,
I guess it
and
was
say,
just
what do you
my
wanna see next? So
want
maybe.
for more Baby Yoda.
it also depends on how they release them, I guess.
Yeah, true.
'Cause we don't
All at
know.
once or one at a time.
Yeah.
Right.
Or are they going to treat them like movies, since that's what he's saying that it is? And then you treat it like, whoa, what? Hold on. Sorry.
Irishman.
Or like you treat it like an Infinity War Endgame and be like, this is one movie, but the 2 movies, and like you'd release 2 at a time, like actual movies.
Well, I
What
think
are you just apologizing for?
Oh, because I am
Curtis
simultaneously
donated $20. Hey, y'all, hope you're not rocking on each other's chest. This is for Winston COVID-19. I blow the wind of God on you. And apologize to the home.
Okay, so anybody that doesn't watch Blurs in the Hood, we have a lot of random inside jokes of videos that we play over and over again, including I don't know if y'all saw that old white pastor that was like, COVID-19, I blow the wind of God on you. Like we play that probably once an episode. So that's
I like it.
All I was apologizing for is Roxy. I'm in the middle of transferring all of the footage I shot of PBPN. It's transferring right now. I accidentally clicked on something and it started playing, and so I was apologizing because I can't think and hear that at the same time, and I need to turn that off and just let it transfer.
Yeah, maybe focus on one thing at a time. Maybe I don't know.
Just transferring. I'm not listening to it. I'm just transferring.
Well, I was, can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
I'm not on video. I do agree. I think what Roxy said is probably the most accurate way to think of these comments, like the idea of them not shooting it in sequential order, because I think for movies they usually shoot them out of order for the sake of budget and locations and the fact that they already have it all written out and planned out and a director lined up. But I think when Anthony Mackie says they're shooting it like a TV show, I think they mean what Roxy's saying is a TV show is normally shot episode by episode, but today, with TV shows being more cinematic, they shoot out of order. So I think that's what he meant. So I think I agree with Roxy. It's probably just like they're shooting out of order, and they're shooting like a movie. That's probably what he means.
You know what show I'm enjoying is Perry Mason. Are you guys watched the first 2 episodes of Perry Mason on HBO?
No.
And
John, you're the first person I've heard say anything about it.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy. They spent a lot of money on this show. It's not cheap. Every episode, it is not cheap.
From the Mr. Rogers Tom Hanks movie, right? That's the lead.
Matthew Reese. And
Matthew Reese from The Americans,
yeah.
which I never saw, Roxy. I know you're a big fan of it. I never saw it. And so this is me getting to know this guy.
He's great, right?
Yeah, he is so good. And Perry Mason, Lithgow's in this thing. A bunch of one of the actresses from Glow, the one who plays Wolf Girl, she's in this thing.
Oh, wow.
I like her. She's so good. Rob Corddry's in this. Nate Corddry, one of the two. Not the one that's the funny guy. The other one. The Corddry's in this
Nate.
thing. Yeah, Nate. So there's a lot in here that I really enjoy. So if you guys aren't watching Perry Mason, I'll give a shout out to that. First 2 episodes are already out.
My wife watched The Americans, but I kind of was in it. That was like her show. But every time I walked in, there was some explicit sex scene, and she's like, "I swear it's not all like this." I'm like, "No, sure, honey. You have your alone time. I'll go."
Is that how it works when you're married? You have something is her show. Does that mean you're not allowed to watch?
It wasn't anything sometimes, if I would travel or something, she'd start something and then I'd go, well, why don't you watch a couple Americans and then we'll watch blah, blah, blah together.
Yeah.
And, she got into Game of Thrones more than I did. I kind of checked out, so then I'd go do something else. So, yeah. But there is that dumb thing where, it's like, you can't watch this movie without me kind of a thing, which drives me crazy because then sometimes it's 4 years later. Can we finally watch this movie now? Yeah. People have talked about it 5,000 times on the thing I do.
We watch so much TV separately and together. We check in with each other because we're essentially married anyway. We check in with each other and we're like, are you interested in this or not? And if we're not, then it's good. That's your show. You can watch it. That's my show. I can watch it, which is why we have two separate TVs in the place so that we can peel off and watch whatever we want to watch.
This is accurate. My girlfriend likes to watch Selling Sunset, and I would occasionally sit down and watch that, but for the most part, I'm good on that. And then I'll put on random stuff like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she's like, "Oh, you little nerd," and she loves me.
Oh yeah, no superhero stuff is going to be watched by me and my girl. She does not have anything to do with that.
Well, yeah, same. Never mind. I'm single as hell, and I get to watch whatever I want whenever I want to.
Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm sure. Come on. When you live. Oh.
Hi guys, I heard this from an inside source that if a lot of people watch these Marvel shows, then they are more likely to get more seasons. Keep that scoop to yourselves, though I don't want to get anyone fired.
Well, Brett, if you watch a lot of people watch the first season, they might have a second season. Right?
Okay, I see now. Now let me explain this one to me. If more people donate to the show, we all get to stick around. Is that
we all get a second show?
That is true.
Right, you get to stick around no matter what. It's
Roxy.
I mean, let's be real about that one.
Roxy with the mulligan shot.
she wasn't here. I had to, John.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm sure when you lived with Ben, you guys checked in on what shows you were watching separately and together, right?
You mean when I was in love and not single and brokenhearted?
Oh,
yes, we did. We watched all the shows.
Roxy.
No.
I mean, Rocha. What the fuck?
I mean, she brings it up randomly in conversations on here. I thought it was okay.
We actually didn't. He was like super. I only watch movies. I'm a Schmoedown champion, and I was like, okay. So we definitely had the two separate televisions.
So he was already thinking he was a Schmoedown champion when he wasn't a Schmoedown. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that. All right, well, let's move on to our next one. What do we got, Ben?
I got a little bit of a weird one here. Ray Fisher back in 2017 Comic-Con. When Joss Whedon replaced Zack Snyder after the tragedy of Zack Snyder's family, he was quoted in saying, like, on the panel, Joss is a great guy, and Zack picked a good person to come in and clean it up and finish it for him. And then yesterday, wait, what's the date today? The 30th? So yesterday, he posted the video of it. Wait, what's going on?
Sorry, Roxy
She was shaking up her juice, but off camera, so it looked like she just, like, had some dude just like standing here like this, and I was like, Roxy, why?
She was like,
my arm, like, I don't know why this color is so different than this, but like it really was jiggling, and it was just like
it literally looked like she was just like shake weighting it off to the side.
for something. I'm like, get your money, girl. Money, girl.
Excuse me, I am on air right now. I didn't even realize I was doing that. I looked and I was like, ooh.
How long do you need for this one? All right, anyway, go ahead, Brett.
Everybody's got to get their kinks, man. I support it. So today he tweeted out. He tweeted out that same video of him saying that, and he said, "I'd like to take a moment and I'd like to take a moment to forcefully retract every bit of this statement." So this seems super salty and unnecessary to me.
Yeah.
Like, go out of your way for this just to, like, Joss Whedon has his own issues, but outside of, like, directing, I don't understand this move whatsoever. Yeah. If someone can explain it to me.
I kind of disagree.
Okay.
I kind of disagree. I think that when you have to be a company man, which honestly, which one of us in here has not had to be a company human at some point?
True, very true.
Sometimes you say things that are used against you later that you had to say in order to keep your job,
get paid,
and especially when you're Ray Fisher, who is coming off of having no credits. Yeah. And this is like his big break. He had in a play played Muhammad Ali, I believe, but this was his big break. I think you say whatever the F you have to say in order to be liked by the director. You don't want to be cut out of scenes. You want to make sure that you're playing nice. And again, do I wish it was the way that it worked? No, I wish you could say how it really is behind the scenes at every job you worked.
Oh my God, yes.
You cannot do that. And so I don't know what happened between him and Joss Whedon. There's obviously been some things that have come out about Joss Whedon in the last several years that have not painted him too kindly, especially with women. I don't know him personally, and I'm a massive fan of his work. Again, don't know him personally, huge fan of his work. But I don't know what his relationship was like with Ray Fisher. I know that Ray Fisher had a ton of scenes that were cut out of the movie. Yeah. I know that he feels like the Snyder Cut is really going to bring to light who he was as a performer. And I know that he probably said something that might not have been fully how he was feeling in order to play nice, save face, whatever it is. So I can't really blame him for taking it back. Does he need to make this public statement now? Maybe not, unless he's really been feeling some kind of way or knows something's coming down the pipeline and wanted
Don
it to be said.
$20. It looked like someone was about to rock out over Rox's shoulder.
Nope. Anyway, moving on. Keep going, Rox. Sorry.
God damn it, she was making such a great point.
She was.
It's kind of the end of it. Like I'm with you, Goddard, where it's like, did you need to say something? Probably not. But I also feel for him that when he said that, this must have been, if he's going to come back and not say something, that must have been eating at him that he said something.
Yeah.
That he said something nice about somebody that maybe he really does not have a good professional or whatever relationship.
I also feel like it's maybe like the Snyder Cut fans like tagging him a lot in like this video of like, hey, you said this about Whedon, like what's up now since we got the Snyder Cut, like are you even gonna be a part of it? Like I don't know.
Well, I gotta say,
after like seeing Jim Vejvoda's tweet, simply like having this like simple statement and then just getting like eviscerated by Snyder Cut fans, like I'm so over this thing. Like,
well, I do gotta say, like Ray Fisher has been like released the Snyder Cut even before it was popular to say release the Snyder Cut. Like pretty much the day Justice League came out, he was like, I want to see Zack Snyder's version. Like he's literally been on Zack Snyder's side the entire time, and I think it's because, like Roxy said, like if you watch Justice League like as it is now, like he has a terrible role in there. Like there's no real character development. Like his characterization is just bad. The CGI is bad, and like everything about it is bad. And at least like I didn't remember the first thing they shot when they started shooting Justice League, or it might have been Batman vs Superman, or one of them was like Ray Fisher playing football for like the like DC one of the high schools, for Gotham High School or something like that. So it's like he had an entire storyline that they just completely axed out. And honestly, I feel like maybe it's not the most cordial thing to say it now, but you know, I'm all for actors like, you know, getting out of the sunken place and speaking their mind, because honestly, you know, Zack Snyder's had nothing but trashed on his way the entire time. And especially for someone like Ray Fisher, who probably feels like Zack Snyder gave him a career, he's probably just going to go heavy defending him. So
I support that for sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is also, like you said, RB, to jump on top of your point, because I do support the Snyder Cut. I want that thing to come out. I'm a big fan of it finally coming out. I know there are some fans, but there are fans in any fandom, to be honest with you, who are toxic and whatever. So that's just part of it. That's part of it is now in our world. But yeah, I mean, Zack has said that Cyborg was the heart of the movie, the heart of his version of Justice League. He was a big part of it. There's all that stuff he dropped on Vero about Ray Fisher's story, about stuff with his mom, about the stuff with with Joe Morton playing his father. So there was a lot here and there was 80 pages that were added by Whedon, and all other cuts were made. And it's very reminiscent to Michael Kenneth Williams getting cut out of Solo in favor of Paul Bettany. You get that weird vibe that's like, why'd you make these changes? Why'd you cut down a role? Why'd you cut out an actor? And you're looking at a black actor, another black actor in the situation. It's like these things have to factor in. And if Ray felt he needed to say that, like Roxy said, to get it off his chest, he felt he needed to say to God, not everyone can be a bigger person and like sit and just like kind of like sit with it. They just sometimes you have to get it out, and he felt the need to get it out. And Zach's always been in his corner.
I get it, and
it could get him in trouble career-wise down the road for sure.
There's a couple things here. First of all, he's doing a poor man's John Boyega, and John Boyega made his goddamn money already.
Wow.
So like I get it, but maybe like there's a certain level that all of us know that you play the game.
Snyder donated $20.
Oh, cool. What's up, buddy?
This. You and me, Whedon. One-on-one. We shall do battle throwing Blu-rays of our movies at each other.
Oh, I like it. I
mean, that's fine.
Zach will win that battle, by the way. Zach will win that battle.
I mean, yeah, probably. I'm just really of the mindset that like you have to play the game until you don't anymore. We're unfortunately not in a situation, especially not black men in Hollywood, that you can just go off doing that. You're gonna piss off the wrong people saying shit like that, especially because, and this sucks, and RB3, you can chime in here if you think that this is different, but there's a certain level of, with anybody in the industry, but especially people of color or even women, to be honest with you, if you don't look like you're going to be a team player, that might cost you some shit in the future.
True.
There's plenty of people that they have certain level of clout or freedom to do that.
Yeah, look at Megan Fox. Like, it's finally coming out that people are like on her side about the Michael Bay thing.
Just now.
Like literally what?
Yes.
10 years, like how many later? And then that Jimmy Kimmel interview about her being 15 and putting under in like a bikini washing cars or whatever she was doing. So and everyone was just kind of, she's so difficult on set. And it's like, what?
Winston, I feel like you're speaking like his manager or agent because what you're saying is so smart and would be helpful for his career. And so I don't think there's any doubt that saying this is not helpful. I don't think anybody is like, you making that statement's for sure going to book you the next gig. Like, you've got this. Definitely not helpful. And he probably shouldn't have. But on April 3rd, 2020, which was 2 months ago, there was supposed to be a standalone Cyborg movie. So imagine the buildup in his soul right now that not only did that clearly not happen and probably is never going to happen. And if it does happen, we're talking 5-6 years in the future at least, I feel. He probably feels some kind of way about Joss's inability to get him to that level when Snyder was the one who lifted him up and then Joss kind of pushed him back down. So you are right, Winston. But
you're right too. You're right too. I can only imagine if I had been working my whole life for something and someone fucked it up that royally. Like, because that's the other thing. I mean, he's in True Detective right now. I know that, but like his career has kind of come to a complete halt. Yeah. So I can also understand the level of like, you know what, fuck this motherfucker right here.
Well, it always sucks when you work hard for a company and they fuck you over. Brett, what do you got?
That's it. Does it, Joe?
Poor Ben, what were you trying to say, bro?
Reed donated $20.
No, go on about
Honestly, I don't even remember how much of that movie is mine. Adderall and alcohol is a hell of a combo.
Is that Joss Whedon or Ben Affleck?
It sounded like Roseanne. I didn't know Roseanne was in Justice League.
God.
Easy everything. Anyway, this seems like a good time to make a segue into a plug from Brett Sheridan.
Yeah.
Brett, what have we got going on? We got to plug something here, bro.
Don't.
No,
we
we're
don't.
good for
Nothing?
today.
No plug.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Brett,
But well, you could do a transition. You could go, speaking of agents, have you heard the news that they're going to let agents vote at the Academy Awards, right, Ben? That's one of the news
What do you
stories.
got, Ben? Nice.
Brett, good one.
No wonder you're on the show every day.
I don't know why we're transitioning out of that story.
I don't know.
I don't think there's much more to say. He said what he said.
Let me ask you this, though. And I don't know how much this has to do with anything. Didn't Shia LaBeouf, I don't know how to say his name, whatever, shit on Crystal Skull while he was doing interviews, and Harrison Ford goes, "Hey, we're supposed to be promoting the movie, kid."
Moron. Yeah, there's a certain kind of like
rebellious
nature. There's some kind of rebellious nature to young actors, and it's fine. But you also got to understand the game is the game, and you got to play it a little bit. But yes, if you cashed the check, you better do the job, and you better promote the film. De Niro does not go out and promote his films consistently, good or bad. So you know that when you cast him in the movie. But if you're a young actor coming up and you signed up, and the contract says promote the film, and you signed it, don't come off being a jerk on the interviews. I agree with that. Afterwards, say whatever you want to say. But during the promotion of the film, your job is to help promote it.
And ultimately, I think when you talk about somebody like Shia LaBeouf, like even though Shia LaBeouf had a difficult time when he started saying that and he had a rough patch, at the end of the day, he's one of the most talented actors like around, and he ended up getting back to his acclaim and back to his prominence. And I think Ray Fisher, if he just proves that he's as good of an actor as Zack Snyder believed him to be, then he'll probably come back on top too.
Yeah,
exactly.
One question, then we'll move on from this. Do you think this Cyborg, after Batman v Superman was, it was successful financially, it was divisive critically, but it didn't make it didn't break the bank or anything like that. And then same with even if
it didn't make $1 billion.
It didn't make $1 billion. Do you think the DCEU was still on track even without the tragedy that happened in Zack Snyder's family? Do you think after Justice League we would have gotten the Green Lantern and Cyborg and we see the Flash movie? Nothing's happened with the Flash movie except for every director is dropping out, and same with the writer, and who knows what's happening with Ezra Miller.
I truly believe they had already had plans to get rid of Zack. There's already you read some of the comments, like they saw an early cut of it and they were just horrified at how dark the first Justice League chapter was, and so they started making moves to replace him and to get him out. The tragedy was something that I think was, for lack of a better term, used as cover for the situation so both sides could part amicably, but now, and most Snyder Cut fans believe now, it was done just to kind of get rid of Zack, and they brought in Joss, and they supposedly had him taking up as a Batgirl, and he couldn't crack the story. You're just like, come on, this is PR crap. And so they just wanted to get rid of Zack. There was no way if they had finished Justice League, they would have gotten rid of him after that anyway. So I think it was already in motion.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Guys, we have 930 people watching and only
Woo!
217 likes. Make sure you guys are liking the video, send in your super chats and Streamlabs right now. Do we have a topic for the second hour yet?
Not yet. I don't think so.
Affleck donated $20.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck, RB3?
Sorry, Benny. Sorry.
Don't call him Benny. Don't you be degrading that guy.
Okay, so agents
Austin,
voting.
very close to Maine, which is close to Rhode Island.
You know what, Patty boy? Daddy's having trouble. Relax over there.
I get it.
For decades.
Wait. Can we stop for a second? Roxy
we?
Striar. Roxy
Yeah.
Striar.
Yeah, what's up?
Cam Newton is a New England Patriot.
Yeah, I know.
What is your feeling? I got it. I know it's not on the rundown, but we
Yeah.
got to
About
ask
it.
you about this.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, you got Cam Newton.
I know.
Better than Jarrett Stidham and Brian Hoyer.
I
Are you
agree.
excited by this or nervous about this?
Both, obviously. You know,
Okay.
like,
Chia
as long as he
underscore
can.
LaBeouf donated $20.
Ooh.
Am I honestly getting shit for that? Have you seen that movie?
We saw it.
We saw it.
unfortunately.
I saw it.
I think as long as he can stay healthy, I think Belichick's going to be able to do a lot of great things with him.
Yeah.
And I think that this was the Patriots' real like only shot at being the Patriots this year. So I'm really excited. Obviously, I'm a little nervous. Anytime you're switching up a couple decade-long system,
Yeah.
then you're in for something crazy. But I'm excited to have him, and I think that I haven't talked to a single Patriots fan so far who wishes we didn't make that.
He's 2-0. I was reading the article this morning on The Ringer. He's 2-0 against the Patriots. And Belichick has a history of going after guys who do well against his team and signing them up. Corey Dillon, Chad Johnson, all of them fantastic players who who did great work again, and Cam
Right.
another one. So this, if he can hone Cam, Lord Almighty, this could
Hopefully he
be
does
must
better than
be
Chad
able to.
Johnson did on the Patriots, though.
yeah, that's for sure.
Why would Cam want to come to the Patriots if he didn't want to be honed?
Yeah.
When you know what you're signing up for. Everybody calls us the system team. We've got the system in place or whatever it is. You're coming over to Belichick. What, you think you're going to just do your own thing and Belichick's going to be cool with that?
Yeah.
No quarterback would think that. So he must want to come to win, and he knows to win he's got to play in the Belichick system. So I feel very hopeful about it. But
It might even further prove the theory that it's not necessarily all quarterback talent. It is coaching and the right quarterback with the right coach that can elevate your game. Oh, who was that? Nice little visit there.
That's my son.
Okay. It could be Belichick gets Cam Newton to a Super Bowl, Lord God, to a Super Bowl victory, then you've got more argument for situations like where Alex Smith left an unhealthy situation in San Francisco and then flourished under Andy Reid. Like, it is about finding the right coach, even if you've got the talent that knows how to bring it out.
It is true, John, but at the same time, the age-old question, especially for all of us Patriots fans, is who's the most important? Is it Brady, is it Belichick, or is it Kraft? Who's the most important of the three? And I feel like this, even if Cam Newton does well with Belichick, it doesn't prove anything or disprove anything about how amazing Brady is.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything to do with that.
If Brady goes 6-12 6-10 this year, is that a good thing, or does that prove the theory or no?
I still don't think so because he's 42. I mean,
True.
give the guy a break.
Yeah, he's young.
Well, yeah, come on. Warren Moon was 75 and still throwing passes. Anyway,
I'm just saying, like, he's proved himself.
Yeah.
Brady proved himself to be the greatest of all time, period. Let him go live his life. I'm sad he's not a Patriot, but nothing that happens with Belichick and Cam Newton or Brady and the stupid Bucks means anything about Brady. It doesn't mean anything about him.
Well, old guys go to Florida. You know how it goes. All right, what's next?
I just have a question. Kraft is in that conversation. I literally just thought it was Belichick and Brady.
No, always Kraft as well. Obviously, he's not.
He's got to get his ego massaged.
Bill underscore Bully Chief donated $20.
Whoa.
As long as I get to keep my cameras and ball pumps, I'll be fine with whoever you put in there.
Yeah.
Hell,
my
the Castle
God.
guy hadn't played since high school, and he went 11-5. Maybe he'll get a $500,000 fine if I get caught cheating again, but whatever.
It's true. They got caught cheating again.
Every
They paid
time
the money.
Josh McCouga posts something about that, I want to cry a little inside. You're all cheaters. We win.
Oh, but you guys get caught. That's even worse. All right, go ahead. Anyway, let's move.
Anyways,
I just want to hear
for
your thoughts.
decades,
Thanks,
select agents have been admitted to the academy, but only as associate members. They all have the privilege of membership, but can't vote. Henceforth, though, all agents who are already members will be transferred
Embrace
to the
your
members at
geekness
large.
donated
Okay.
$20. Wow. There are quite a few celebrities watching the show today. No pressure, guys. Hi, Brett.
Hello.
There are.
Ben Affleck, Joss
yeah.
Whedon.
Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
I'd like them to
Snyder.
donate. I'd like them to
Winston
donate more than
who?
$20. That'd be kind of nice.
Who
Anyway,
is
yeah.
watching it? How do they know? So confused.
All agents who are already members will be transferred to the members at large branch, and all agents who are invited to become members in the future will automatically join that branch, giving them voting rights. So, with this strange year of movies, of what's going to be nominated, like Defy Bloods is a perfect example, because Delroy Lindo should be nominated for Best Actor for that movie, but it's not a theatrical release. And there's not going to be many theatrical releases. Right now, it's literally Elizabeth Moss winning everything for Invisible Man.
As she should. But anyway,
As she should. She's really good in that movie.
Yeah.
So how do we feel about what the Oscars are going to look like? Now agents can vote. I feel like that's a little biased. They're just going to vote for their clients.
biased.
Like, how do we feel about that?
That seems like what was the impetus for this decision? Like, were their agents pushing to be able to vote for their clients? Because it's already deemed a popularity contest, or whoever has the most money, or whatever. And so throwing agents into the mix, does that change things in a positive direction? I don't know.
No. Come on. This is the biggest load of bullshit. I mean, what are we talking about? Like, the people who, if their client does well, get paid more, are now voting.
Yeah.
Whoever made this decision, every time a decision comes out about the Oscars, the popular vote, or anything that they announce, and then it's not even a full announcement. Like, there's going to be a diversity clause. We'll let you know what it is later on.
Yeah.
Like, what? Who's on your team that you have the worst publicist? Because every decision you guys make, how we're going to make this more fair? We're going to get the agents involved. When have agents made anything more fair ever in any area of life? Like, this is so silly. You would have to, when you guys were in school and you would have to vote for something and you weren't allowed to vote for yourself. That's what we would have to do. They would have to not be allowed to vote for their own clients in order for this to be even remotely fair. Yes, they do watch a ton of movies, so I do trust that they will be the ones that actually watch the majority of the things that come through. But how are you going to not vote for your client?
The article says that this is a move to increase the number of women and people of color that are allowed to vote. So that's how they back it up at the end of the article.
How is that true, though?
That's what I'm saying.
It's lacking diversity in every area.
Yeah.
Especially, not even especially, people of color too, but women. There are so few women agents out there that it's egregious. Like,
I've only had women agents, by the way. Is that
true?
Yeah. I've never had a male agent. I'm
trying to think. I might be one's a couple, so that's technically a male and a female agent, but I work with the wife, and then my manager is a woman, and my theatricals, all women.
My first agent was a black woman.
I love
she
that.
was amazing. Yeah, I wasn't so great, and she dropped me. But
go you guys! All I know is if you're getting nominated, you're probably at CAA or WME or one of the top ones, and they are severely lacking in diversity. And stats came out about that earlier this year as the BLM movement was fully going forward.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Roxy, but I was going to say the exact same thing. Like, those statistics you're talking about, it's literally, right now we're kind of at a point where, it's just not a good excuse. Like, I don't know, like, if you're going to use a reason to add agents or whatever to the program, that's one thing. But to say it's about diversity, you're completely off base, because what you're literally asking me to do as an audience member, as an Academy Award fan or whatever, is to overlook the amount of systematic racism that is in the industry, and particularly in the agent and management industry to begin with. So it's like, what are you asking for? Like, what more do you what more do you want other than why can't the solution just be we're gonna include more African American or Latino or Asian American representation in the voting body? Why can't it just be as simple as that? Like, why can't it be we're going to have more outreach programs, we're going to have more we're going to be more inclusive, we're going to open the categories up more. We're going to open up the field a little more. But instead, they literally choose the most nonsensical route to justify like their ignorance. And I don't know. It's things like that why I get very passionate about the Black Lives. Why I get very passionate about like Oscars So White and all these different things, because it's like they continue to prove that they like literally just don't learn. So it's really upsetting.
Bro,
100%.
I mean, the comments that came out from some of these cats about J-Lo and Awkwafina about why they weren't nominated and shit was insane. Was absolutely insane. Like what they said. Awkwafina, she's too young. Like we don't give a shit. And
Anna
J-Lo
Paquin was 9 years old. She was 9.
And then they said what? They said J-Lo, like I don't know, she played a stripper. She's just not Oscar material. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of quotes that are coming from these cats. So
yeah, and then
the farewell not being nominated as a whole, even okay, so she's too young. But what about the fact that it's about a grandmother? Yeah. Like you're just not gonna you're gonna overlook the movie completely.
And then not even and it's just all throughout the entire industry. I mentioned this before on the show.
Mason donated $20. Agents get to be voting members in the Academy before stunt people get recognized for risking life and limb to enrich the movie-going experience. Yep, sounds about right for this organization. They need to get their act together in more ways than one.
Yeah, no, and then again.
Wait, before everybody knows I was just pointing that out to show how ridiculous it was, right? That
no, of course, no, I get you.
I was just like that was. I wanted to point out that was their excuse.
I know, no, absolutely. But it's funny because there's a long Twitter thread that kind of blew up based off like there's a group of editors in Hollywood that and there's a thread where somebody had put in this Facebook group that, hey, like maybe we should be more inclusive. Maybe we should black editors should connect with other black editors. People of color should connect with people of color. And literally all of these Hollywood white liberals are like, oh, how dare you? That's racist against white people. Da 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 da. And I'm not racist because I believe this. I'm not racist because I voted for Obama. Da 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 da. It's like what the freak? Like this is like it's insane. So. I mean, the story's kind of nonsensical to me, but to add the racial component on top of it, it just makes it all the more worse. So
everybody knows I would have voted for Obama a third time.
You stole me.
There you go. I just want to point out
I would have put 2 black squares on my show if I could have. Yeah.
I just want to say I gotta love the fact that RB3 went full passion, like he was in it. He's like, it's like what the freak, and I was like, oh. Even censored himself mid-passion. That's impressive, sir.
Yeah, but 100% RB3, and I'm glad that you said that, and I'm glad that you are so passionate about it, because first of all, like if one more person says that somebody's being racist towards white people again, I'm gonna punch them right in the face. and fine, if me punching somebody in the face makes me racist towards white people, then so frickin' be it. But like, also it's crazy. But going back to what you the person in the chat said about stunt people, do you guys see Anthony Mackie's quote about working on set and not seeing a single person, like everybody was white, and he said even the stunt people, which I thought was wild. Like even and I don't know the facts around, like I don't know whether he was saying it and was saying like almost everybody, but the stats or the quote saying even the stunt people, like you're all your stunt people are white. What's that even about?
Yeah,
like,
that's
a fair question. All your PAs, all your stunt people, he named every person on set, and I was like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, what? Why?
Yeah.
It's almost like never mind. All right. Yeah. Go ahead, RB. Ben, what's our next story, man?
It's funny because I know
RB3 was just finished like grooming his beard, and he was like, "Oh no, camera ready, boom, baby."
Gotta be real with you, man. It's looking sharp today.
Yeah. No, the braids were
very clean lines.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Mackenzie Davis was talking about the possibility of another Terminator movie and says there really isn't one. Quote, I really love the movie and I'm so proud of what we did, but there wasn't a demand for it at the box office. And to think that there'd be a demand for a 7th film is quite insane. You should just pay attention to what audiences want and what they want, new things, and I want new things. There are many interesting people that don't fit the mold of those who make big franchises, who have not had the chance to make movies. We should be investing in them right now, unquote.
And she should stop playing Asian characters. Like she did in The Martian. Yeah, I agree with her. There wasn't. I liked the movie a lot. I liked Terminator Dark Fate. I like what they did. I know a lot of people were upset about that big decision they made, but I loved it. And it made a lot of sense logically for me. Not just realistically for the person who is playing that character, but also for the storylines that you've laid out already with the other films. So to me, it made sense. And I like what was done. I like it. Mackenzie Davis was fantastic. Been a fan of her since *Halt and Catch Fire*. So to see her kind of moving into movies is great. But she's right. People didn't come see it. So why would you make another one? Lord knows it's been the law of diminishing returns. And this is finally the one where it was, ironically, a good movie, but terrible box office. So I think people are done with Terminator completely. Don't you think? And Predator 2, done. Stop remaking them. It's over.
Yep.
It's nice. It's over. Anybody else?
Now.
Yeah?
For now, like, anytime we say anything's over, like, chill for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then see.
Okay,
Bro,
that's fine.
Like,
I'll
chill
take
for a
that.
second.
Like,
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. Go ahead, honey.
I mean, in the same way that I said this, like, I don't know why we needed a 7th rendition of Little Women. Honestly, like,
Wow.
I say that
Because you hate women. We get it. Go ahead, Roxy. Finish your.
No. It's just
Saying that before you even saw the movie, you mean? Like when it was announced,
Yeah.
you were like,
Yeah.
oh,
that was part of it, but like it would be one thing if you were doing something completely different. You know what
Well,
I'm
they
saying?
did. They did.
But they didn't though.
They
Because,
changed
like,
the script. They had her jump back and forth in time. They redeemed Amy. This is the best version of Little Women I've ever seen. The least cloistered and stuffy version I've ever seen.
That's fine. But like, again, what about more original IPs about stuff that we haven't seen
Certainly,
before? Like
certainly.
Booksmart, for example. Booksmart to me was one of the most phenomenal, if not the best movie of the year last year for me.
Wow.
Personally, I loved Booksmart. I forgot that Endgame was also last year, but that's beside the point. Like that's
different.
But
Original IPs, smaller independent films like Endgame.
but what? Booksmart, The Farewell, Hustlers. I'm talking about you're seeing a bunch of different news stories about different women from different backgrounds versus a book that we have literally made 6 times prior. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same thing with Terminator and stuff like that. We've seen this story to death, and it's not like it's something like an MCU or a Star Wars where you have built out XYZ amount of new story to it. You're telling me the same thing.
I don't know. For me, Winston, I was such a fan of this Little Woman. I guess gun to my head, I preferred Booksmart. So if I only get one of those two, then I'm going Booksmart. But I like them both, and I think we do this a lot where we remake the same thing over and over again. But as long as we're also making independent films, as long as we're also showing, I'm just never gonna root against majority female cast and female director. I know you're not doing that at all. I'm just saying that, like, even if they're remaking something that is something we've seen 400 times, if you're gonna give it to Greta Gerwig and you're gonna have I love every cast member. I mean, Florence Pugh, Saoirse Ronan, like everybody in that's so great. Then even if it's not original, I'm just like, book girls, like, book something. So I
respect that.
About that. But I hear you that we could have made something, like, they could have gotten together and made something new.
Yeah.
Because my other take about it, to be honest, and I was kind of tap dancing around it, and I don't know why. I should have just been forthwith with it. If we're gonna do Little Women again, then why not do it with like a Black family or a Latina family or something like that?
Be nice.
Give me an actual change to it, and not just I messed around with some structural shit. Like I literally have seen that story a million times already. So that's why I was just kind of turned off by it personally. But
I know what you mean.
Yeah, is the base level white women, or have we already established that and the base level needs to now be diverse collection of women doing things? Like, I don't know, and that's why I'm watching it.
I don't think it's first of all, we certainly have not established jack shit. Like, there's been nothing that's been established with women, but that doesn't mean that we have to get to white women before we can get to women of color.
Right. That's what I'm getting at.
Like, step 1 needs to be white women, and then
More
step
clarified.
2 can be women of color.
Right.
I feel like it's just women have been boned left and right.
Sure.
And more so than white women, women of color have been boned.
Yes.
But all
Very
women
true.
are being boned. So we need to add more roles for women, period. And then we need to
Watch _1_piece donated $20. They could just be like One Piece and continually roll out episodes and chapters of manga weekly since 1997 and consistently sell because it's one planned out and continually advancing story. Already sold more than any comic but Batman and Superman.
Wow. Fair point.
What was that talking about?
On the manga.
Manga?
She's talking about how movies and TV shows, going back to the Winter Soldier thing. So
I would like to see. I would like to see a remake of Little Women called Little Men, where it's about little people. But
yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What's wrong with that? Did I say anything offensive? Did I say anything offensive?
Yes, you did.
Now,
Yes,
you should have
White.
done it as the indignant white guy. It would have played better.
Actually, a Little Man film would work.
Isn't there actually a sequel to Little Women called Little Men or something like that?
I don't know.
But
Are you guys
I get
watching
the
Little
essence
Women
of
Atlanta or Little Women
Bigger
LA?
Women.
It's already a
Yeah.
TV show.
Taller
Guys,
women, older women.
catch up.
exactly.
See, I'm missing out.
Jesus, RB3.
I agree with Winston. I don't know, but I think that's the cash grab movie society, is that we are just creating, we're pumping things out. Like, did we need to highlight women by making another Ghostbusters and putting women into it? Did we?
That's the thing, is that Hollywood, like, it's like, oh, we really want to put women forward, but we don't believe that people will show up unless it's something people recognize.
Yeah.
So let's make a Ghostbusters. Let's make another Little Women, because like Winston, Booksmart was amazing. No one fucking saw it.
Well, but I would blame, but I would blame that on horrible advertising. They did not.
Oh no,
it was the rollout.
Into it though. Is that
because no one went to Little Women either. To be honest with you, they also did not do well at the box office.
Wow,
it's
still going.
Can't make money.
It just crossed 100 million globally for the budget that it's on. So
but
Little Women is
annoying.
still going. But yes,
the point that you bring up, Ben, it is annoying because when we're set up to, and by we I mean women, set up so severely to fail because you're putting us in a Ghostbusters movie, and then you say, look, even when they're in a Ghostbusters movie, they can't make money. And it's like, well, why the fuck would that movie have made money? So like, why would that be? It doesn't make sense. So it is setting us up to fail, and it's frustrating when you just take big franchises. I actually, going back to the original thing, I thought that Terminator Dark Fate did an awesome job.
Yeah,
that was the name of it, right? Dark Fate.
Dark Fate.
Mackenzie Davis is an actual
I loved her in that movie.
I think she's incredible.
So good.
And I do think that was an original take. So if you're going to do something like that, but if you're just going to take a Ghostbusters movie and you're going to paint it female, like slap a vagina on it and just be like, look, see, this is what happens. We tried to give them what they wanted, and then nobody came. We tried.
That was
Charlie's Angels again.
Do Charlie's Angels again. Yeah, that was
God, that movie.
Ooh, I tried. Listen, I watched that 45 minutes the other night. I was just banging my head against the wall. I don't know why people liked that movie. I was like, this is just boring.
Yeah, that movie. But you're absolutely right, Roxy. Like they put so much more pressure on the women to succeed, and they're just like, see, we tried. That now we're gonna go back.
Is this what you wanted?
Yeah.
See?
No.
But
now shut up and go do some dishes. I gave you your movie, your Little Women movie.
We'll really hit equality when it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Because male films fail all the fucking time.
That I agree with.
Independent, medium, or big, they fail all the fucking time.
Right.
So
I agree.
when people of color and women can make movies that fail all the fucking time and nobody cares about it because it doesn't mean that's the actual expectation, then we've really moved on as a society. We're equal. Like Andrea Burloff's The Kitchen, I interviewed her and she was excited for that film coming out, and then it just wasn't received well. It didn't do well, and she said women have to come out and see this movie. They have to come out and patronize this movie if they want to see more of this, because she had just finished working with a studio. And she said in the interview, like, that's what they look at. They look at how many women are actually coming out to see their movies. And if women are supporting female movies, then they're not inspired or motivated to make more of these things. So that's another element of this that has to be factored in too.
And it's really sad because you could see a movie like Girls Trip making like $300 million worldwide and being massively successful, and then
love that movie.
And it's a great film. And the conversation still after that becomes, oh, well, we still don't know about black women. We still don't know, like, if there's to be even to the point when they made the Taraji P. Henson action movie. I forget the name of it.
Proud Mary.
And then it did really bad.
Go?
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
I went opening weekend to support. I had my AMC list. I sat down and I said, "Oh Jesus." Oh
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the quality of it, but the narrative
matter, does it? Because
I know, but I agree
Liam
with you.
Liam
Neeson does.
He's taking on a train, on a plane, on a bus, in a car.
Somebody killed Liam Neeson's character in Taken, so we never have to see any more of those films.
Whoa.
This one was great.
I agree.
3 were horrible.
I agree.
This one's great. Yeah. Anyway, we got your soup chat stream. We're entering into the second hour. I don't know what our topic is.
Dude, we got 1,000 people watching. I mean, these numbers. Yes, I've been on the whole time. Sorry, I want you back, and I'm glad we've got this many people watching right now.
Yeah.
And this is great,
guys.
Slam the shit out of that like button.
Yes, please hit the like button and send in your questions. If you guys want to do a topic, we're talking about Pixar. I think favorite Pixar moment or something like that would be amazing.
I like that.
Because we were talking about those yesterday, we couldn't get them out fast enough. So favorite Pixar moment, guys, send them in. SCHMOEBOT has been on this entire time. Really need your support to keep bringing this whole crew back because I've loved this conversation about literally everything from movie news to social issues. Like, this has been amazing, and I'm glad I got out of bed when I didn't know I was going to be on the show.
You just always just kind of thinking that.
I said to John, I go, John,
whoa.
What?
You're loud as
your mic just did something.
Oh, did?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's loud as shit.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
Actually, don't talk.
Just turn it down. You got the mic in front of you.
Turn down your gain.
Yeah, but I didn't touch it though. It's
I know, but turn it down.
It is down. It's all the way down.
Maybe there's a setting on your thing.
Man, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna be like, RB3 messed up the show.
Yo, all the comments just went.
Yeah,
This is what you get for making fun of white men.
Hold on.
Wait, Rox, maybe.
I think you're good now. I think you're good.
Well, wait,
yeah,
Rox,
you're good now.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't know. That was super fucking
That's
weird.
the first shot across the bow from the white establishment. Oh, you keep your voice down.
I don't even know.
Run Zoom.
I'll show you how to amplify your voices.
Well, I don't even know what I was going to say, but the first word came out and you all like jumped.
It was fine. Because it sounded like this, Rocky said, so I was thinking about
I didn't even notice it was Roxy talking. I thought somebody had a loudspeaker outside of their window or something. It was like,
you think you were born in the darkness?
$20.
You are
Telling the woman not to talk, telling her she's yelling. That life in 2020, guys. Please get with it.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Fair point.
My
Fair point.
bad.
You know what? Just yell as loud as you like,
Guys,
Roxy.
just
We'll take
leave
it.
Roxy alone, will you, please?
Yeah,
I'm shaking
come
my
on.
fist over here.
talk.
We all know what just really happened. We all know.
RB3. RB3. How dare you?
Well, you know,
What were we talking about? What was I even gonna say? Oh my god!
Wait, indignant white man. What just happened right now?
Why'd you turn up her mic?
happened?
Well, you know, Roxy's mic. They said I gotta amplify some voices, so I did the best that I could. I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean, come on now. I mean,
Oh my God! Someone said "Little Women, Big Voices." I'm dead.
Amazing.
Wow.
I love
Okay,
it.
getting into these Streamlabs. So send them in, guys. Favorite Pixar movie or moment, a moment from a movie, character. I want to go full Pixar because I feel like we've never done really like a deep dive on them before.
Okay.
So I'm excited. B. Arthur can get it. R.I.P. Carl Reiner. I'd say if you live to see your child be 73 years old, you lived a pretty long and great life. Thanks to Carl for always giving us the best dick.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, it's sad, absolutely, because you know
Mike
you've lost
donated $20. So now that I defended you, Rox, wanna hang out 6 feet apart sometime?
Oh
no!
Oh yeah, how'd you know?
Man, the new pickup line of 2020.
Shoot your
Hey
shot.
girl, hey girl, I shot down the patriarchy for your ass. So you want to get like a beer or some shit?
Yes, that's all it takes these days with me, guys.
Let you pay. I'll let you pay. I support your rights. I'll let you pay.
Ooh, guys, I got another person jerking off of my DMs this morning. It was such a great way to wake up. Like, not a picture, it was a whole video.
You gotta start posting those.
Yo, go Danny Fernandez.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Danny
about
doxing those people is great. Dox them all, man.
I know. I love her for it, but I was thinking about it. But also, I'm scared. You guys know I live alone, and like I feel like somebody.
If you're scared, you call me or you text me. I'll fucking drive over. And
I'm
kick
saying, girl, you know,
ass.
I'll be there in 2 fucking seconds.
Both Winston and I, we'll get in the same car.
I'll fucking put my full Black Panther shit on. I ain't for no black shit right that moment, but I'll fucking intimidate a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I can't have
I'll
you.
give a fuck.
I can't
I'll
have
get
you.
over there. I'll finish that guy off for you.
Also, if you are listening,
No, I mean what? I mean no, not that way.
I'll rock out on his chest. All you want. That's what I'll do. Like, no, okay.
if you're listening to this show, whoever you were, also you don't have a penis that you want to share, so just put it away.
Even worse.
That's
Put it
right.
away.
Brett will come
Roxy.
over and he'll be beating all those guys off with both hands.
Yeah.
I just
hold my hand. I can't have you riding in the car with Black Panther stuff, Winston.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
What if that was the thing I started saying that went amplified? I got a dick video.
The dick was small. Yeah, anyway, all right.
Carl Reiner.
Oh yeah.
Memoriam.
Oh
Yes.
no. Oh
Speaking
no.
of giving us the best dick, Carl Reiner. Yeah, I mean, look,
And he was
98?
active, right? He was
98?
active up until the last.
Yeah.
And he was on Twitter. He was doing things. He was,
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
you can't ask for much more. And I mean, yeah, I mean, and why didn't I know that Rob Reiner was his son? Am I an idiot?
Is that real? You didn't know?
Rob Reiner's
I probably knew, but I forgot.
okay.
It was, you
Mike
know.
donated $20. Don't forget to bring your 6-foot-long perv smacking poles so you guys don't get infected when you go to kick their asses.
Oh yeah, that's fact.
True.
Good
Wrap
point,
it
good
up with
point.
like in the news does with the mics. Cover it with a glove, and then beat him up with it.
Good, solid.
I don't think Brett, as a black man in Los Angeles, I'm allowed to go and fight somebody with gloves on because then they might OJ my ass. I
What?
can't.
But you want to ride in my car in your Black Panther clothes? No, I'm not having that. We'll get pulled over before we ever get there. You know,
I'll drive myself.
We won't make it to Roxy's. You won't make it to Roxy's.
I'll meet you at Roxy's place, man. We'll just meet up and beat his ass over there.
I think what's left of you will show up. After
If
you've
you
been
go
pulled
with
over.
me, if you go with me, Winston, you'll be fine. I'll give him the white guy nod and be like, "No, he's one of the good ones." You'll be all right. You'll be all right. There's a look. We have a little, you know, and I can have an AK and nobody will care.
Like the
I'll
Chris
just be
Rock
out
bit?
there.
That's true.
Okay, wait. I do.
Because
I
I
want to
did
talk
know I
about.
couldn't do that, Johnson. Yeah. What?
I do want to talk about Carl Reiner for a second
Yes.
because
Yeah, and I turned off the SCHMOEBOT too, so we're not.
Okay.
I have a massive regret in my life about Carl Reiner, where I was hosting a show called The Tomorrow Show for a while. That's the one where you guys saw me in the Star Trek outfit every week.
Yes.
And I loved
show.
that show. And Carl Reiner invited us over to his house for an interview. And I had, I think, an audition. And so the rest of the crew went and I did not.
Oh man.
And they sat down with him for like 3 hours and got to talk to him and just had in his home and like so many stories and experiences and whatever I did or whatever I did, like that. He is such a legend. And I wish that I did get to meet him. I also love Rob Reiner and so maybe one day with him, you know, maybe things will line up better, but I feel so sad that he's gone. And I know it doesn't matter. I know he lived a very, very long life and that does help. But anytime anybody at any age that is so passionate and so driven in their career passes, my heart, my whole soul hurts. So hearts out to his friends, family, and I think that like in life, when you have the opportunity to go do something and you think you might regret it if you don't get the opportunity again, try to make that choice.
Yeah. Well, you got to feel bad for Mel Brooks as well. I mean, those guys had been simpatico for decades, and especially as they were both kind of entering into their twilight years, you could say. They were on, they were on the Mark Maron podcast a number of times, or on other podcasts. They were just as sharp as they were before. Funny as hell to listen to, and like Brett said, he was on there tweeting like crazy. Carl Reiner, really funny stuff. Yeah, his opinions were his opinions, but they were funny and well done. So like, you hope to be that active when you get into your 90s, and certainly leave an incredible legacy from the 50s on, as a writer, as an actor, as a director, as a producer, as a comedian. And like you said, Roxy, giving birth to Rob Reiner, who's also entertained new generations of people as well. So, I mean, Oh God is still one of my favorite 70s films with him with John Denver that he directed, and George Burns. I mean, it's great stuff that he had. A Man with Two Brains. I mean, that's a kind of an unrecognized Steve Martin comedy, right, Brett? I mean, that's great stuff.
Like we're kind of singling ourselves out here.
I don't give a shit for this.
Oh no, The Man with Two Brains, The Jerk,
The Jerk, right?
You got
the Great Train Robbery. That's a good one too, right?
Okay.
Fatal Instinct.
Yeah, Fatal Instinct. Right.
Like, especially because I'm a little younger, and RB3's younger than me, but to stand out in a movie like Ocean's 11, you have to be that funny. Because that is if ever there was an A-list cast of A-listers, and you got Bernie Mac being funny as hell on that too, to be one of the funniest people in that movie is like a damn talent. And that's the thing, is that like, it is very sad, but what a life. What Kate usually says if she was here, it's just like, when it's like 90 or above, when they pass away, it's more about celebrating their life than about, obviously people are going to miss them. We're all going to miss them, especially like his friends and family. But it's let's celebrate this guy's life, because what a career, like what an impact he had on this world.
Yeah. And still, people are still discovering his stuff. Sorry, sorry, RB.
Oh no, I was gonna say, going off of what you're talking about, Ocean's 11, and him being funny even next to Bernie Mac. My memories of Carl Reiner come from his appearances on the Bernie Mac show. And I thought he always was like one of the funniest parts, like whenever he came up. And it was, I love shows that are like very like self-aware and very self-Hollywood-esque, but I think the Bernie Mac show did that really well, and I think that was really my first time as a kid really getting to know what Carl Reiner. Oh my gosh, why am I losing?
You're not.
But yeah, it's really tough, and I always loved his like voiceover animation appearances too, because he did a lot of those like later in his career. So yeah, overall, I'm just like, it's very sad. It's always hard to lose somebody who even if they haven't been like the most present part of like cinema and TV, like during your lifetime, you always know their importance, like just from watching movies and having a general understanding of the history of comedy and everything like that. So it's really sad, but I hope, he has a great legacy. His family has a great legacy. Rob Reiner being his like literal son, who was one of the greatest directors and one of the greatest comedians of all time. So yeah, it's insane. But my condolences to his family and all the people who cared about him, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he was just in Toy Story 4 as Carl Rhinoceros, and has another movie coming up called Saddle Up. So we haven't even seen the last of him.
I get it.
I looked at that though, John, because I don't know about Saddle Up, and I see right now it says it's in pre-production. So I wonder.
Well, yeah, maybe he. Oh, yeah, good point. It's in pre-production. Maybe he hasn't shot it. Or
sometimes IMDb is wrong, but if it is in pre, then likely he will not be in post.
They'll probably get Mel Brooks to take his spot.
Yeah. And is it true that they had dinner every night?
Every night, Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks. They come over and they watch TV and sometimes Mel Brooks says that sometimes they don't even talk. They'll just sit and just hang out with each other because their friendship is that deep. And because they did the 2,000-year-old man, which is like from the 50s or 60s. He produced he wrote for the Dick Van Dyke Show, for God's sakes. That's way back when. So to still be doing it and having fun, you got to give him so much credit.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Many of us would kill for 6 decades of work in this town.
B. Arthur can get it. Wow, Streamlabs censored my shorthand for Richard. Needless to say, I did not mean puppies in my previous Streamlab. Igor Rendick. Am I the only one who furiously Googled Rob Reiner and then realized Rocha misspoke and said he died instead of his father, Carl? Damn it, Rocha almost gave me a heart attack, Spinal Tap, and Princess Bride forever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you guys? I said Carl, right? Did anybody catch me?
You said Rob, and I think even Christian texted us the group
Did he?
chat. He's very upset about it.
Is he?
Oh,
you guys are busting my balls. Oh, you guys are busting my balls. All right.
No, I think they're being serious.
Are you guys being serious?
I mean, you did say Rob Reiner, but it's cool. I mean, we understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it's tough. It's all good.
I mean,
did
it's
Christian
cool.
text you?
I just said Rhode Island, Maine, so you're good.
It's all right, Rocha.
RB3 couldn't even say Carl Reiner. Don't come on me. On my chest.
Nobody said
wait.
Yo.
Good recovery, John.
What is everybody talking about? What is everybody?
Scott, I missed the soundboard so bad right now. Super said the "Don't come on me" easily been followed by one thing.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just
Carl
wanted
Reiner.
timestamps in bed today.
I apologize, Carl Reiner.
DC67. Hey guys, huge fan. Did you guys hear Netflix is getting sued because of Sherlock Holmes because they made him too nice in the Enola Holmes movie?
Yes. Is that? I don't think that's the reason that they made him too nice, right? Because it's his family or whatever that's suing them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, that's crazy.
The Conan Doyle rather families.
Well,
Isn't the story? I'm kind of confused.
That's a little.
I'm looking it up, but my mouse is not working.
But isn't Sherlock Holmes on public domain? So
I guess so.
Can't everybody make something about Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah.
The estate of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, creator of Sherlock Holmes, has filed a lawsuit against the people behind Enola Holmes. They filed a lawsuit recently in New Mexico. It names Netflix legendary. Okay, it has to do with recent history. The vast majority of the Sherlock Holmes stories went in the public domain back in 2014, as RB3 is saying. This included all the stories about the famed detective written before 1923. That is key. They're attempting to claim that copyright has been infringed with Enola Holmes because the filmmakers have used elements of the books written by Conan Doyle before that period, specifically ones in which the author gave the character the ability to feel empathy and respect women, among other things. What?
How dare they?
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, here's the statement. After the stories that are now in the public domain and before the copyrighted stories, the Great War happened. In World War I, Conan Doyle lost his eldest son, Arthur Allen Kingsley. 4 months later, he lost his brother, Brigadier General Innes Doyle. When Conan Doyle came back to Holmes in the copyrighted series between 1923 and 1927, it was no longer enough that the Holmes character was the most brilliant, rational, analytical mind. Holmes needed to be human. The character needed to develop human connection and empathy. Conan Doyle made the surprising artistic decision to have his most famous character, known around the world as a brain without a heart, develop into a character with a heart. Holmes became warmer. He became capable of friendship. He could express emotion. He began to respect women.
Thank you.
So wait, but now they're mad that they made him nice? I don't know.
They made him empathetic instead of the cold-hearted Sherlock Holmes that you see in other shows.
Are they mad that he's no longer doing heroin too?
Yeah. It is public domain, so I can make my all-woman Shirley Holmes film.
For sure.
Yeah.
Brett, maybe cast me, and then my agent can, vote for me for the Oscar.
Yes. See, we got it worked out. I'm sending
Joke's
you the
on me.
script.
I don't have an agent. Continue.
I thought I read it in reverse. I thought it was because they made him a mean guy, but no, it's actually because they made him empathetic to women. How do you file a lawsuit in 2020 going, you know what? I don't like the fact that he's empathetic to women. Give us our money back.
No.
Ugh, that's a bad play.
Woof.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I'm gonna go pee on that note.
I'm now imagining that the Broccoli estate sues because all of a sudden if they do make James Bond black and shit, they're like, nah, he ain't no colored. Get that shit out of here. Sue his ass for that. Nah, hell nah. I just God, what the fuck, man?
It's like if I can make a connection, a correlation here. It's almost like when Malcolm X towards the end of his life was more had allowed white people to be more involved in the movement that he was trying to do after he'd had that pilgrimage to Mecca. It's like the people want to only say no, only this side. No, we're not. If you put him in his situation, we're gonna sue you instead of the whole picture, man. It's crazy.
There's one. I gotta read this. It's not a super chat, but Steve One Rogers in the chat said respecting women is copyrighted.
Terrible, man.
It just tickles me.
Oh God!
Yay.
All right, Daniel Haygood. You all need to get into the Netflix show Dark. It's German and there's subtitles, but it's worth it. Better than anything American shows and movies on Netflix.
Wow.
The final season just dropped and the whole series is ready to go. I've been hearing that a lot. That Dark is really good.
Yeah.
I've heard that as well. I haven't seen it, but I will say that speaking of shows that are better than American shows right now,
Dunlap donated $20.
I'm sorry.
Nice try.
Pixar moments. It's a tie between when Andy passes his toys on to Bonnie and explains why he loves his toys in Toy Story 3, and when we see Jack's powers revealed when he's captured by Syndrome in The Incredibles.
Oh,
that was a good one.
Yeah.
really good ones.
What were you saying, Rox?
That Working Moms. Is any of you guys watching Working Moms, the
No.
Canadian show? It's on Netflix now.
I've heard of it.
Oh, this show is so funny. Oh my God, I can't even breathe when I'm watching it. It's so cringeworthy and so funny. That's a Josh McCouga recommendation, and it is amazing.
Is that a British show or
Yeah,
an American show?
Canadian. It's a
Canadian,
Canadian.
okay.
It reminds me of Schitt's Creek. It was over there. They put it on Netflix. It's on 4 seasons, and now it's blowing up on Netflix.
Nice.
Netflix is so frustrating. Like I was trying to find that Eurovision movie, the Will Ferrell one, and it wasn't on new released. It wasn't on just. I was like, all right, I'll search it, but like, why isn't this like A-list movie like you just put out like on the front page?
Did anybody watch it?
find it?
Anybody
Yeah.
watch it?
I watched it. I love Rachel McAdams, so I'm biased. The movie itself was okay, but Rachel McAdams is great.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I slept through the whole thing, but
Oh.
sorry about that.
I got an hour in. I was like, I can come back to this.
I'm a simpleton. So, and I also think that Rachel McAdams was funny and was touching, and
She's so
again,
good.
it was.
Oh, you saw it, Brett?
Yeah, it's a palate cleanser of a. It's not something you if you go into it thinking what it is. It's a Will Ferrell, and it's goofy and it's crazy. But I know a lot of people had gripes about it because apparently the actual Eurovision Song Contest is ridiculous in and of itself, more so that you couldn't really make fun of it or whatever. But I just think Rachel McAdams had some great moments in the I can't think of the actor's name. He was in Downton Abbey, who played the Russian.
Dan Stevens
had some amazing lines. But
Beauty and the Beast.
I also haven't watched a lot of stuff lately, but I watched 4 movies this week.
Whoa!
My Spy, which is not for children.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Alex
Which one is
donated $20.
Oh, the Dave Bautista
Hey guys,
one.
Alex from Sydney here. Really enjoying the discussions with Roxy and Winston today. My favorite Pixar moment is the When She Loved Me song from Toy Story 2. I can't listen to that song without crying. I think it's also an underrated moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you could just mute my sound anytime anybody talks about Toy Story, because I just can't handle it. That little guy that just has the long hair that just walked in here that yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
B. Arthur can get it. Hey guys, I own the limited edition Blade Runner 2049 Johnny Walker Black unopened whiskey bottle. Wow. Got it for around $150 at release, and now its value is almost at $400.
Damn.
What is your most valuable piece of movie memorabilia, either personally or monetarily?
Ooh.
Hey, the belt.
Always.
Gotta hold on to that.
I don't think.
Wait, what belt? What belt?
The tag team belt. Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's technically movie, paraphernalia.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it meet your approval?
I thought they meant shit from movies. Rocha. Jesus.
Well,
Black men are dope, but they're kind of judgy. Anyway, go ahead.
actually, the Schmoedown, the movie trivia Schmoedown is called the movie trivia Schmoedown. So we talk about memorabilia. It's really the same.
It's the first word in the title there.
Bro, what kills me about that indignant white man thing is the face you make when you become that
Face.
Like, it absolutely kills me. Part of it too is that you normally you only open your eyes to a certain level. When you go indignant, you're like, I mean,
It's the tugging. It's the tugging at the imaginary coat.
it's like, it's just all together. And this is why that interview I did with you, you're like, I was gonna be an actor at first. I fucking see it, bro. Like, you got that fucking fire, son.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
my
like
God.
Dana Carvey in The Master of Disguise when he's the turtle guy. He's like, Turley for the Turtle Club.
That's a guilty pleasure, that movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a guilty pleasure.
I have Big Lebowski on Laserdisc, so I guess I don't get any.
You know what I picked up, Brett? I picked up a double VHS copy of The Godfather from like a thrift store for like $2. Like, that's around here somewhere. That's probably worth 50 cents now.
It used to be 150 to get one of those out of the store.
Right?
I remember those days.
I still have my original script from it's not a movie, but I have my original script from the episode of Sydney to the Max that I did. That's
nice.
That's probably the most valuable thing that I have.
That's awesome.
I don't know if I have anything. Roxy, you got anything of value?
I haven't listened to you guys for the last 90 seconds at all, as I've been sitting here trying to think about if I don't think I have anything. And what's the most that I have that has anything to do with the movie? Funko Pops? Like,
Funko Pops.
I don't even like specifically a movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I really have anything.
I'm not a collector. I mean, things are behind me, but I'm not a collector.
You guys have probably seen me wear it, but I have a hat from the movie Malcolm X, and it has Spike Lee's signature on it. So.
Oh, nice.
God damn, that's huge.
That's cool. It's probably my favorite.
Sko. Talking about Marvel is cool and all, but let's not forget Jay Williams' velvety ensemble from yesterday. R.I.P. Jay's fashion sense.
Oh yeah, Jay Washington. That Jay.
I don't even know what happened.
I don't know if I can show you the photos in Zoom. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna figure it out.
Can we do it?
I'm gonna figure it out. You have them all, Rocha. It'd probably be better if you do it.
Yeah, I don't have them on my phone,
Will that
but I
mess
can
up
send
on
them.
your end though, RB3 or no?
Yeah. Gingerbread. You guys figure that out.
Okay.
Good afternoon to everyone except Terry. I can't read this one.
Nope.
Okay. Wait, which one? Okay, hold on.
Just stop at good afternoon.
Gingerbread.
Curtis donated $20. Could we get RB3's indignant white man criticize Winston's black men are dope shirt while Cat Williams and Irish Rocha commend his shirt?
Who's playing Cat Williams?
And me.
Oh, you're gonna do
I thought I was gonna do it.
I want to see you whitewash Cat Williams. I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
I mean, look, if Brett wants to take it, I'll let him have it.
No. No, thank you. Do not want the clip out.
How are you guys gonna do this?
Okay, I'm down.
Are we ready?
What is it? Indignant white man is making fun of the black men are dope shirt, and Cat Williams and who is saying what?
Irish Rocha?
Yeah. So indignant white man complaining about Winston's shirt and
It's a full-on race war going on.
I'm trying to figure out a way to say this. Like, I don't know. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so do we do an hour?
Yeah, go for it, man.
I guess. Okay.
Well, Winston, my fine African-American friend, I think I take personal, real offense to the shirt saying black men are dope because, I personally think that all men are dope. I mean, come on now. I mean, why can't I be dope? Because I'm white?
Excuse me, pimpin'. Somebody come over here and get their white man before I have to put my foot so far up his ass we can see the insides on the outside.
I don't understand what you're saying. This is a beautiful shirt. It's got the Halloween colors on it. It's beautiful. Black men are dope. I tell you, they're dope. You should absolutely love that. Why are you so indignant, white man, about the black man getting a little bit of love? You've had 400 years of love. Can't you let the black man have a little bit of love?
I'm serious here, pimpin'. Look, if you just smoked a little bit of weed, I promise your life that you will also understand that black men are indeed dope.
Well, just because you're smoking the dope doesn't mean that you are dope, okay? So let's just get the issue cleared up. Black men, all men. There we go. I'm going to make my own shirt. Thank you very much.
But you can't sell it at Walmart. I saw that this morning, so you won't be selling it there. Does that work for people?
That's a good one.
I think that was good.
What am I looking at?
So that's Winston on your left or right. That's Jay in the middle, and that's me from 1992 or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I saw that yesterday. Your suit is so good. Your suit is so good, Rocha.
Wait,
Bro,
that's
I
all
spent
of
good
you guys
money.
in 92?
No.
Then you would have been at like a
I was a toddler. No. That was me in 2014.
Yeah. I wish I could bring it up.
Well, anyway,
Tweet it out.
Gingerbread. That one question that, or that one thing that Ben didn't want to read. They basically said, "Good morning to everybody except for Terry Crews because he's a coon." Yeah, that's that.
He did it again. I haven't read all the stuff, but he's like, he full on was like anti Black Lives Matter today.
Terry Crews was.
Yeah.
So now you know why I couldn't read it.
Yeah. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for not calling somebody a coon. I appreciate you.
Tavishka Productions. Great seeing you all together. Roxy, thank you for adding such beauty to this panel.
Yes.
What is the most embarrassing photo you have seen of yourself? Hashtag Zoot Suit Rocha. Hashtag Winston's Farnsworth Bentley. Hashtag Game Time.
And that's not even my worst. I got another one, but I'll save it for another time that we can post some stuff up. As a matter of fact, you want to see it? Go watch Blurs in the Hood today. That's what you can do, and I will put the photo up. How about that?
Yeah, we could do our own show sometime and do all embarrassing photos as well.
That's true.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down.
I'm super down.
I don't think I have any photos that aren't embarrassing.
Yeah.
I have mostly pretty.
Yeah, same. A lot. I still can't take a selfie to save my life. SCHMOEBOTS from Zack Snyder, from Joss Whedon, from Ben Affleck, from Shia LaBeouf, from Bill Belichick, from Embrace Your Geekness. Soccerhead69. Hey, Rocha, congrats on Liverpool.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on the 10-year anniversary of the 2010 World Cup? It was a terrible tournament, but the best team won despite not playing its best.
That's a good question. I wish I could remember the 2010 World Cup. That's how memorable it was, to be honest with you. But thank you for the nice compliment for my shirt. Oh, the one in South Africa with the vuvuzelas. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was a rough one, man. No lie. That was a rough one.
With the what?
The things that you spin around and woo.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Vuvuzela. That's what they were called.
The automated, like you do it and the light thing goes around. That's what you guys are talking about.
No. It's like this. It's like a long plastic horn and go the whole time. And so when you watch the games, it's the most annoying.
Yeah, it's like it's just constant
throughout.
You know, there's 40,000 people all doing it at different times.
Donated $20. Holy crap, Airbay 3, I'm dying over here, man. You killing this white character. Keep it up. Hey everyone, favorite moment in a Pixar movie is Coco when the kids start singing the song to grandmother. Can we get Airbay 3 white man and drunk Brett arguing about the mask?
Arguing about what?
The mask.
The movie or like actually wearing masks?
I think whatever you guys want to argue.
I mean, how about wearing a mask? That'd actually be really funny. Brett and an indignant white man. That sounds hilarious.
All right, Brett, do you want to start it?
Yeah. I don't wear. How am I supposed to drink if I wear a mask? Flip it up, flip it out, flip it up, flip it out. Alcohol kills coronavirus. Is proven fact by the CDC.
Well, you know, Brett, I too do not enjoy wearing masks. I personally think that, you know, my breath, my COVID antibodies, it doesn't really affect me the same way. I mean,
Taunter donated $20.
What do you say?
Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain.
How dare this robot interrupt me?
Be tossed and blown, walk on.
Yep.
With hope in you, heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Cheers, Rocha.
Cheers, brother. That's the theme song for Liverpool. You never walk alone. The old
okay.
Jerry and the Pacemaker song. So that's
good for you.
That's the thing.
Don't wear a mask. Carry a flask.
There you go.
Where's the argument?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, well, we both actually came together right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Us indigenous white men and non-indigenous white men could come together for the vision of the white man. Honestly, it's just so powerful.
Wait.
He misspoke. Now hold on.
No. I'm kidding.
Yo.
All right, we got 20 minutes, y'all.
All right, let's go.
Whip you guys into shape. Deontay Wimbish, woohoo, Roxy and Winston. Wiley Henry, Joss Whedon gets no blame for Justice League. James.
What?
I don't know.
Of course he gets blamed.
I feel like that's an opposite fact.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody involved is blamed for that shit.
Yeah.
Like everybody fucked up, man.
Y'all fucked
That's
up.
just me. I don't know.
Y'all fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up.
All right.
FJM72 with the next two. Thank you, Rocha and Winston. I needed you yesterday. Still drinking. Deal with it.
Thank you, F. James.
Sinfinity and Beyond. That's a good name. Women in Justice League wanted nothing to do with Joss. Gals double had to do a lot of the reshoots.
Donated $20. Can we get Rocha and Winston having a schmoedown backstage conversation while both of them keep getting drunk dials from Drunk Brett?
Sure. Okay.
Do you want to do that? Finish a couple more, Ben, and go to that? Or?
We'll end this, the stream. Make sure you guys remember that one.
Okay.
We'll end it with that. Sinfinity and Beyond, women in Justice League wanted nothing to do with Joss.
What the fuck am I looking at? How am I supposed to move on?
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Gals Double had to do a lot of the reshoots. Flash falling on Wonder Woman's boob scene was written by Joss. Okay.
Oh, people are really mad about that moment. I get it. I get why they're mad about it, but come on.
I think it's more of like every shot, like panning shot, was of like Wonder Woman's ass throughout the movie. It was.
But
really
was that
weird.
Joss or was that Zach? I don't know.
No, that.
I don't know.
But you know, Joss Whedon has that joke of somebody falling on somebody's chest in every single one of his movies. So
Really?
yeah.
Did that happen in Avengers and I just don't remember?
In the first one?
Yeah, somebody fell on Black Widow. Tits. Or chest.
Well, I know what happens in Ultron. I know, like when
that might
Banner
be.
falls behind the bar. I know it happens in
Yes.
Ultron. I have to think about if it happens in the first Avengers.
Yeah.
I am so conflicted about him because like Buffy,
Right.
and then like also I hear all of these like strange sexist connotations. But again, I don't know him personally, but he
Right.
does do a great job. Picking projects where there are a lot of women involved.
True. He does cast a lot of women in his stuff.
Yeah, I don't know
So it's a weird.
I don't know what to make of it.
And does accidentally falling on boobs not work anymore? Or is that like that was my thing, man? I mean, is that not cool anymore? Is that not what the kids are doing?
Where's
you
Brett
gonna do
right
now,
now?
Brett?
Where's Brett? He's on that hill over there. He's dying on that hill for boobs, falling on boobs.
I thought that was
It's called
jaggy.
chivalry, goddammit.
Yeah.
In my day, you fell on boobs and you liked it.
Yeah.
Lewis Cox, I blame WB more than Joss and DC. Myra M, but the ones really at fault is WB's. They are the ones who wanted to make it lighter and cheery and cut the two-part movie to one, so scenes had to get cut. They're using Joss Whedon as a scapegoat.
All right.
For sure.
They did the same thing with the Batman. You know, we saw Joel Schumacher passing recently. You hear all the stories, read all the stories about how
they buried him.
Yeah, they replaced Burton with Schumacher because they wanted to have a more family-friendly Batman. And it's like, it's Batman. Why do they want to make a family-friendly Batman? It's the most ridiculous thing in the world, but they wanted to do that, so they brought in Joel, who's a designer and was to lighten it up a little bit, and then he got skewered for it. Yeah.
I mean, that's why they canceled, like, Young Justice is one of the best, like, cartoon shows, but it just wasn't selling toys, so that's when Teen Titans Go came out. Like, it's, super kid friendly.
Yeah. Can I say real quick, we have 1,200 people in the chat, but we only have 500 likes, so keep liking people. Keep liking this video. If you want to keep upping those numbers every single day, the more likes, the better, please.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Keep watching us, but they don't know if they like us yet.
Yeah.
It's like, I
They're still
watched this
deciding.
because I'm laughing, but like, can I really like it?
Have they earned my 2-second move to the thumbs up button? I don't know.
Yeah, not sure.
Well, if you like falling on breasts, please hit that thumbs up.
Oh, I apologize. Yes,
That timeless, ageless, woke method of flirting.
Yes.
I'm about to go like this video. I will be right back.
Whoa, I liked it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, my signature move ruined by the woke society.
F James 72. Just to update, a turtle rocked Kate's chest. Any comments?
Oh, that happened on the prior to the Brett and Kate show. Her turtle, she had it in her cleavage and said she was walking around being silly, and then the turtle just went and destroyed her top.
Is
Yeah.
turtle a metaphor for something?
No, she has an actual tortoise.
has a
Yeah, little
turtle.
baby. It's so cute.
Okay.
And its
It's a
name is
metaphor.
Tom. Yeah.
Turtle boy,
Turtle.
it's me.
Yeah.
Daddy's having turtle. Mr. Rigamortis, do y'all talk about the potential of the Flash movie? Not really, no. But I don't know if they're. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Flash movie?
I'll believe it when it actually comes out.
I feel like we've only talked about this with Michael Keaton stuff and with the Ezra Miller stuff and the fact that Flash was supposed to be in 2018 and that we've had 4 different director-writers teams and
Do you think they'll replace him, Rox? Do you think they'll replace him? No, you don't think so.
I don't think that they will replace him. I do kind of wish that they would.
Yeah.
Not necessarily just because of what happened, but I don't love the Barry Allen that they're presenting.
No, fair.
That's fair. Which question though? Did we ever get any sort of closure on what happened in that video?
No. So
Nope.
That's why I feel like if we don't get closure, then how are we going to watch that without thinking about why did you strangle a woman to the ground?
Right.
Which because I genuinely was confused because it was like it seemed like she was in on it, but it didn't, and it just came out, and then we never heard anything ever again.
And they took down their account,
Yeah.
so it was weird.
Here's what we know about life. If that was 100% a joke, we would for sure know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That is true. That is true.
They're just hoping it dies down.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, about Fantastic Beasts. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's move on.
Oh God! Stop.
I like Pixar.
Don't bring up J.K. Rowling. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Don't do that.
G Smith with just the $20 for support. Thank you so much, G Smith.
Thank you, G.
Thank you.
James, is it drinking or did I notice Roxy Pinky Finger separate more than humanly possible? Can Ben and Winston confirm? What?
Oof.
What?
I think you're just drinking too much over there, buddy.
Well, when I like my pinky goes out, maybe.
Oh, super fancy.
I that's something that I've always done, and I actually like really fucking hate that about myself because how much does that not fit my personality? Like, oh, let me drink my tea.
I mean, Roxy, but like you got to think about some stuff. We all are like a very set personality, and then there's that one little thing that's just like completely ridiculous. So like I'm me, right? And then I watch the fucking Bachelor like it's you know,
So I guess that's my thing. I don't know why, but like just go in. But I don't know if you guys know I'm severely double jointed.
Oh, nice.
Every one of my fingers does something fucking weird.
Oh,
and I actually
shit.
can't point without.
That's a
going,
superhero
like,
thing.
It's like,
You can't not do that.
No, I can go from here to here. Like I can't not.
Wow.
So
Whoa.
I think my hands are strange. So my pinky going out is got to be part. Got to do something with the fact that like my fingers feel weird all the time.
Gotcha. All right.
Good talk.
Is this because you were in drunken fights all the time in your 20s? So to get out of cop handcuffs,
we
you
gotta-
get the double joint.
Got
All
10
right.
minutes.
Possible.
10 minutes.
Mr. Rigamortis, somebody should make a Shadowrun movie or show before cyberpunk genre gets too crowded. You've heard of Shadowrun. Wiley Henry, Roxy, give us your best Bane.
It's Bane Cat. I was born in the darkness, raised by the light.
Wow.
SEN.
Why are you singing?
I'm not here on the show. Sorry. You never know what rocks go on whose chest.
That's good. That's good.
That was worth it. F. James, hey Roxy, looking forward to Tampa Bay. Hey Rocha, looking forward to another top 3 pick.
Oh, Tampa Bay. That
three
makes
pick,
me
what
want
does
to
that mean?
die. Is that what they're
Washington?
calling the team
Oh,
now? 'Cause Brady and
He copyrighted
that.
it.
He
Yeah.
trademarked
he
that.
trademarked
He
Tampa
trademarked
Bay.
Tampa Brady.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. Oh, now you don't like him? Oh, now he seems a bit too much? It wasn't the Uggs. It wasn't the other stuff he pulled. Now it's too much?
I'm jealous.
Hey,
I wish
Uggs are
the
comfortable as hell. You back off my Uggs.
You see what I'm saying? Look at everything in Ben Goddard's background and everything that he's ever presented, and then this motherfucker wears Uggs. Everybody has the one little thing that doesn't make sense to anything
I don't
else.
wear them anymore, but when I was swimming during the winter, like for like All-Stars and stuff like that, there was not a more comfortable shoe to put on. Like
I definitely thought you were going to say something else. I thought you were going to say, I don't wear them anymore, but back when I was a bad bitch, that was my...
Tampa Brady.
I love the New England fans all of a sudden like, oh, he's so pretentious now.
No, I don't think that at all. I think he is amazing. I'm jealous. I love him.
You're jealous? You just stuck your tongue out like, ugh. That doesn't sound like jealousy.
Like I'm sick. Like,
you wish you'd come back. Oh,
Tommy.
That's
F. James, I want a little Battle Angel, a female-led movie. Also, can someone help me with PayPal? Because I keep forgetting my password. I'm 48 and at the point that someone needs to set my VCR clock.
Dude, get it together, man. Represent men in their 40s a little bit better, son. Get it together.
I feel very differently. That you can always grow and learn. Keep a notepad, write your passwords down. We are not far too gone. You can do this still. John, no more tough love. We're trying to help. He clearly needs his PayPal password because he wants to pay us. So do you want to support him or do you want to smack him in the face?
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, look, the biggest thing I could tell you, go get one password on your phone. Remember, your one password, and then the rest of them you just plug in. So if you need to go, what's my PayPal? You put in the one password and then there you go.
What's your password?
I'm not going to tell you that, actually.
Password.
What are you doing on Monday?
We need 10 more likes to get to 600, guys.
What?
Come on!
Get us to 600.
Lewis Cox, I blame WB for Justice League. Sinfinity and Beyond, 10% of the theatrical cut was Zach's footage. Ooh, 10%, wow.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, that hasn't been 100% approved, but yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Rigor Mortis. Because I feel like all of the beginning, like the opening with the song was all of his. So is that the only 10%?
But the Russian family is supposed to be his too.
Oh,
Rumors.
God.
Yeah, which I hate.
Who would y'all have hired to replace Zach? Keep in mind, they should something of the same visual style.
Denis
Michael
Villeneuve.
Bay.
How dare you? How dare you? Would you denigrate Michael?
I would say
I'll denigrate Michael. I thought you were defending Zach. I'll denigrate the fuck out of Michael Bay.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I say his cinematographer, Larry Fong. I feel like that is the person who kind of established Zack Snyder's visual style. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I like that. Lewis Cox, the Flashpoint movie, I feel won't happen. But I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
Just drifted off there. I feel like, I don't know.
Nah.
Flash.
All right, heading back over to Streamlabs.
Okay.
Lewis, 1022. Hey, love you guys so much. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you.
And with another one, hey, love you guys so much, supporting all of you with this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Lewis?
House Heisenberg. Did anyone on today's crew watch Black Sails? I've been trying to get Brett to watch it, but he had trouble getting past the first episode. But this is one of the shows that if you make it past the first 4 or 5 episodes, it's an incredible experience.
It was
a tough one, and they apologized because they said that we're gonna give it a try, but we have about 5,000 other things we've got on our docket right now.
That's the thing, is that I'm like I don't have a problem with people liking whatever they like, but it's just like, remember when someone came in and was like, oh, if you get to the end of the second season, like it was like, what?
Well, that was the last season of the Clone Wars, right? It was like the last 3 episodes or something like that. Was like
at the same time, though. Come on, like anybody who watched Parks and Recs knows that you get to the goal.
Yeah, you don't watch that first season.
The first season was trash.
That's different because you don't need a story in Parks and Rec. You can literally watch any episode, just like The Office, and fine. But with like a story episode, like I'm sure Black Sails is, like I don't want to skip the first 4 or 5 episodes, establishing characters and storylines.
What are we talking about? Pirates? Or what?
Okay. The problem with my wife had with it was just like right off the bat, there was just like gratuitous sex, and she loves sex.
Oh, I like that for pirates.
But it was just I mean, even I was like, what?
Brett, what's happening in your marriage?
I
need to know what's happening in your marriage. She's watching a lot of shows with a lot of sex stuff. I need to know what's happening.
They have a very healthy sex life. Brett talks about that often on the show.
It works for me. And this one didn't.
Yeah.
She likes
not to air out your tea, Brett, but
yeah.
I'm very impressed anytime you talk about your sex life with your wife. Just saying.
Anyway. I'm very impressed.
I appreciate
compared to mine.
I don't believe in it anymore. Anyway, let's move on.
Charlotte Attenborough. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Favorite Pixar moment for me is at the end of Coco when Miguel sings "Remember Me" and Coco remembers her past. I think everyone in the theater was bawling together.
Why is Oh, go ahead.
Also, Winston, thoughts on Boom 1 of Avatar? Isn't it amazing?
I mean,
What's Boom 1?
I think in the book one.
I'm guessing book one. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's so far. It's one of those things where like I typically when I would, you could kind of tell that it's definitely like a show for children, but it's phenomenally done. And I see why people have talked so highly of him for so long.
Yeah.
Because it is excellent. It is so good. But I can't wait. I'm getting ready to start after I edit my show. I'm gonna watch the second book.
Nice. Dirty Mother Townsend. The ending of Monsters, Inc. gets me every time. It is my favorite Pixar film, and the first film I remember going to the theater with my family.
Are there any favorite moments that aren't cry-inducing? You gotta have favorite moments that aren't cry.
Okay.
One of my can I add one? One of my favorite moments is when Nemo tells his dad, "I can do it." When he's pushing the fishes, all come together. It's that moment where the father finally realizes his son can grow up and he will be fine. I love that moment.
How is that not a crying moment, bro?
That wasn't crying for me. I was like, yeah.
Well, I was going to say the exact same moment too, Rocha. Funny enough, I think that moment for me, like even when I saw it as a kid, like. It wasn't necessarily crying-inducing, but it was more like inspiring. You know what I mean? Like,
that movie was trash.
Whoa. What?
We don't have time.
Okay.
We don't have time.
Oh.
Before everybody does it, we don't.
You're coming on the Outlaw Nation next week.
We have 4 minutes.
Okay, let's do it.
Christian Alante, please use this as a daily reminder that everyone that hasn't watched it yet should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. The theme of inclusivity, diversity, and anti-imperialism, militarism. Militarism, are presented so well and is so relevant in today's world. Absolutely. El Machis. At this point, Rachel McAdams could very well win an Oscar for Eurovision. I wouldn't be mad about it. I don't know why the girl's not an A-lister. She's insanely good.
She's not.
She
is an
A-lister for sure.
Yeah,
but it's like she doesn't like headline movies every year like she should. I'm not trying to insult her. I'm saying I want to see her in more.
She picks and chooses what she wants to work on. Now Rachel's that way. She's got kids and stuff, so it's like whatever she feels comfortable doing. You know, she does. Yeah. She's always been.
Bruce Leroy. The aspects of Holmes' character that
John
the show
donated $31.
Oh,
this is a test donation for $31.
I don't know if that was a test. Okay.
I wish I had $31 to test things on. Like, does this work?
Isn't that how we usually test it? Did you hit a button, RB3?
I didn't hit a button.
Right,
the aspects of Holmes' character that the show he is empathetic are still under copyright protections. Holmes being a heartless douche are in the public domain. Any works or character traits published after 1923 are still afforded copyright protections. Oh my God. This is the dumbest lawsuit since someone sued McDonald's for hot coffee.
Yeah.
Sirlo Attenborough, do you guys think the NBA actually gets its season underway? With the Nuggets closing its facilities and players testing positive and Florida being a hotbed right now, I think chances are slim that the season will start. Same for MLB and the NFL.
Well, the Nets aren't even going to have a team to field. DeAndre Jordan just tested positive, and he's like, I'm not coming back. I'm going to handle this, and I'm not coming to play. A couple of the Nets, now more of the Nets players are like, screw this. Why are we even showing up? And they're in 7th place in the East. They don't even want to field a full team. So I think they're going to barrel forward, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the kind of basketball people will want to watch, honestly.
Indoor and outdoor sports, I think, are going to be handled very differently as we are learning about the percentage chance of getting COVID when you're indoors versus outdoors. 19% higher when you're indoor.
Yeah.
So, that's 19 times higher.
The NHL just had a bunch of people test positive as well. So it's like the NHL season is even on hold. So, yeah.
Who knows? Ryan White, yesterday you guys were talking about a recent video on YouTube from a certain point of view called the Ladies Appreciation Night. Yeah. So I decided to watch it. I think anyone who is a Schmoedown fan should watch this video. There are a lot of great insights. Absolutely. That was a good time.
Were you on that, Rox, or did you not have time to come on?
She was.
I haven't watched it yet. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, on the show. I thought you meant in the video.
No, in the POV. Yeah, certain POV.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
I don't think I was asked.
That's
it's okay. I wasn't upset.
Those sons of bitches.
You were. I'm sure you were asked. You might not They might not have had access.
What was it for? It was POV for the.
Well, it's a show called A Certain Point of View. Like it's like a Schmoedown after show, and they had like a Ladies Appreciation Night. So like.
Oh yeah, they did not ask me for sure.
Really?
I would have said.
Well, you have a red carpet invite to the ultimate Schmoedown show anytime.
_Lee donated $20. This is because Winston started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. You can watch it.
Whoa.
We want an Avatar reaction reaction episode. Hi, Brett. Hi,
hey.
RJ.
Okay. I like it.
RJ.
That's me. I'm RJ, Roxanne Jillian.
There we go.
Nice.
And you said you didn't have a nickname. That's
Oh
a
no,
nickname.
I forced that upon my people.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yes.
Coming
It
up
was-
with your own nickname.
Wait,
Yes,
what was the nickname we gave you when you wanted it so bad when we were still in the studio?
Chunk?
Was it Chunk?
That's what I wanted. I wanted Chunk. I pitched a few things.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I don't.
Ray Riddle in Ratatouille, when Ego, played by Peter O'Toole, is writing his review, and we get a shot of Remy the Rat looking at the sunrise over Paris.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ratatouille.
I like that moment when he bites the ratatouille and remembers being the child.
Yeah.
That is an awesome moment. Yeah.
El Machas. At this point, if you could choose the winner of the Oscar for Best Actress, who would you give it to?
Moss. Period.
Yeah. I think I gotta go Elizabeth Moss.
Even
as well.
the new movie, if you guys haven't seen the new movie Shirley, I got sent a screener early. Watch that movie. She is so goddamn good.
Yeah, I think Moss. I agree.
Yeah. PLD, so happy to see Roxy today. She slaps. This crew is great. Even you, John. The last part is a message. The last part is a message will self-destruct. Are y'all excited for the final season of Ozark that was announced today?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it'll be split into 2 7-episode seasons to wrap up the show. Also, the Pixar short Bow is my favorite short.
Oh, wow.
What is your favorite Pixar short?
I gotta say Day and Night, the one that came before Toy Story 3 came out in 2010. That's definitely my favorite Pixar short.
I don't think I remember that one.
What is that? What's Day and Night? What happens in Day and Night, man?
I like the bird one on the beach.
The bird one's good. Day and Night is about like one character is like a daytime character, like it's all like and the other one's a nighttime. Right.
I like the jackalope. I always like the jackalope. I've been a fan of that. Bound, and rebound.
Mm-hmm.
The Kit Bull Destroyed me. Kit Bull was amazing.
Kit Bull. Yeah. That was
I don't have an answer to that, but I can talk about Ozark.
Yeah.
Which is one of the most amazing shows on TV.
Yes.
Couldn't be happier that it's coming back. The way that the last season ended, they really do need to come back. I'm glad to hear that this is extended. This is a show that is going to build an audience over time because it's legitimately like top notch. When we're talking about top 3 shows that are on TV right now, this is a top 3 one. So really happy about this. Amazing cast too, and I'll definitely be watching. I hope people start binging it now so they can be there in time.
And me and myself, who caught Breaking Bad very late in the game, I think this is something that's going to hold the test of time, and people will be able to come back to this. And
I agree, Brett. I agree.
Either of you have Game of Thrones vibes to this because they're splitting it up over 2 seasons, shortening the number of episodes per season. Is this kind of worry you guys?
Did Breaking Bad do that too? Like I feel like AMC was like one of the first to pioneer that.
Did Breaking Bad do that? I haven't seen
they
Breaking
had
Bad.
season 5 A and B, but it had to do with contracts and not wanting to pay people more for another season to renew. They do the same thing on Bar Rescue. There's a lot of shows that like.
Well, I know they do that on Netflix. That's why.
Shut this down now. Shut it down. Yeah.
You'll see like a season
shows go
will
only
be
3 seasons because they'll do the initial contract, and then they'll cut it before they have to renegotiate in case the season is show is big enough to get a 4th.
So I'm not concerned about it, Rocha, in the way that I was for Game of Thrones. I think that they've done nothing to say anything other than we've got this so far.
Cool. Last 2 super chats. Can't do Streamlabs. It's not working for me, so effing do it here. That's from Lewis Cox. Thank you, Lewis. Eric Ortiz, finally someone who agrees with me on Finding Nemo.
I'll have to explain myself at a different moment in time.
On another day.
Nemo's not trash.
Guys, we have 1,200 people watching, 642 likes. Make sure before we head out, please like the video. It helps so much with the algorithm. And
even if you're watching it later, and after it's live, please hit like.
Yes. And thank you guys so much. John, that is it. So take us out, brother.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching us here live on SEN Live here on a Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday. It's one step closer to making your dreams come true. So do something fun today. Do something positive for yourself today, even if it's like taking some time to listen to music or take a walk or whatever. And we hope we picked up your spirits and gave you a little bit of oomph to get your day going. Thank you to Roxy Striar. Thank you to RB3. Thank you to Ben Goddard. Thank you to my man Winston A Marshall. And thank you to that guy over there, Brett Sheridan, with the great sex life. Much love to all of you so much for joining us and for all your Super Chats, your Streamlabs. Don't forget, for the Schmoedown stuff, there's a Schmoedown podcast network. You can listen to the Schmoedown games in your ears. You don't even have to watch them. So make sure you go and do that as well. So, okay, we'll be back tomorrow with another brand new live episode of SEN Live. Take care. Until then.
use them again. The last, this girl notices her cakes.